So here's a quick trio of exercises I've been using quite a lot recently with clients that have been struggling with some front hip tightness. Exercise 1 is this couch stretch. If you've seen my content before, you've likely seen me do some of these. I'd say it's probably the best exercise for the front of the hip and the thigh. Really good job of targeting the hip flexors when done well. What's different about this version that you can't really see in the video is I'm actually stretching out for 5 seconds, and now I'm spending the next 5 seconds pushing my laces down into the bench. So I'm trying to get a little bit of tension in those hip flexors whilst they're slightly stretched, and then repeating this 4 or 5 times. Then immediately after completing that second leg, we can then move on to this isometric hold. So in this move, you're simply holding that position. The resting leg can gently touch the ground, but most of the weight should be going through that top knee where we are isometrically loading that hip flexor. We'll hold this for 20 to 30 seconds and then change legs. We then finish with this long lunge where our focus is on maintaining tension in the front of that trail leg, so getting some load into that hip flexor while it's lengthened in this hip extension position with our back knee behind our hip. So there you have it. If you tie all 3 moves together, make sure you do both sides. It shouldn't take much longer than 3 or 4 minutes total. Like I mentioned earlier, I actually found that this is pretty good for many of my clients, but also myself, especially if you're spending a lot of time each day sitting at a desk or your hips just feel a bit sticky. Give it a try.